This is a story time of how I had a mental breakdown in public trying to buy a Christmas tree. So, to give you a little bit of context, although I live in Switzerland, sometimes I do cross to the borders to France to get my groceries because it is significantly cheaper there. Just hold on to this piece of info because it will come in handy in the later part of the story. Christmas is just around the corner and I'm just so excited to decorate my new home and I wanted to get a Christmas tree. I have no idea why, but in this particular French supermarket, the purchase of Christmas trees is not through the usual checkout counters, but you purchase it at the customer service counter. As you might have imagined, the customer service counter is clearly overworked. There was a long queue at the counter, and when it reached my turn, the lady at the counter was visibly upset. She can be seen, rummaging through layers and layers of paper and making sounds like I'm already starting to get nervous. I went up and I said, "Bonjour, je voudrais acheter un sapin de Noël, s'il vous plaît." Every time you purchase something, there's this supermarket loyalty card app that you scan and there's a special pin tied to it, like a 4-number pin. And for the life of me, I could not remember what that pin was. So I tried like numerous times on a number pad, that particular pin that I thought I remember correctly, but turns out to be incorrect. I was just so stressed out and suddenly she just asked me like, "Quelle est votre date de naissance?" The first part is very easy, 23 août. But when it came to the year, oh my god. Let me give you a little bit of context about French numbers, okay? Numbers are just so complicated. Like anything that is above 60, I can't do it. I just give up. My brain just locks out. Everything is normal from 1 to 60. The complicated part is numbers above 60. 60 is 60. 70 is 70. And 80, 80. 90 is 90. So it's like a whole mental game right there. And when I have to give my birth year, I was like 1986 instead of 1996, which is a 10-year difference. I have just added 10 years to my age and clearly I do not look like that. But don't get me wrong, I mean, women are beautiful in all ages, but I do not look like I'm 40, So clearly she does not think that I'm 42, but she simply does not care, So she said, "Okay, 1986, that key in the pad right now." So she has just changed my PIN number. So the first ordeal of forgetting my membership PIN is out of the way. Here comes the second part. When it comes to payment, I only have like this one credit card. For some reason, that credit card was not working, and I tried like multiple times, and it was not working. And passed me a credit card, and she started vigorously like rubbing on the chip of my credit card and try it. Did not work. And at this point, I'm just panicking, like full-on panicking that I even started stammering, speaking French because my mind is just in such a frenzy and there's a long queue behind me. I actually turned back and apologized for holding up the queue. "Est-ce que vous avez des espaces? Like, do you have cash?" And I'm like, who brings cash nowadays? And especially since I'm in Switzerland, right? I don't carry like euros with me and I'm like, oh my god, I have no cash right now and my credit card is not working. Like, how am I getting myself out of this situation? And she's already so angry and annoyed and I'm having like a panic attack, okay? So she said, okay, luckily there is like an ATM at the other side of the supermarket. So she asked me to go and withdraw cash. So I went to the ATM, but since my card did not work for the payment, it did not work for the ATM either. So I was really like, this is like not my day, I don't know, maybe the gods had taken pity on me, but for the third time that I tried, I managed to get cash. So I got the cash. I went back to re-queue again because I didn't want to, cut anybody's queue. And then she was like processing the payment and everything. And I just felt so apologetic. So I said, "Je suis très désolée, mon français est terrible." And suddenly she had like a 180 turn in her attitude. "Oh, c'est pas grave, ne quittez pas, bonne chance." And she's being nice, but the emotional roller coaster that this woman has put me through, I just burst into tears right there and then, and I just cried for a good 10-15 minutes before composing myself to do the rest of my grocery shopping because I am an adult. I have adult things to do and everybody was just staring at me, but yep. This story time is so funny because now every time I buy my groceries and have to key the membership PIN, I get reminded of this and it's just funny to look back on. Like now I can just like laugh about it, but at that point of time it was not funny at all. I have never felt so stressed, so helpless, and I just blame myself a lot for not learning the language better. I don't know. I guess that should be my 2024 resolution, to get better at French. So yeah, that is the story time of how I had a mental breakdown in a French supermarket trying to buy a Christmas tree. Yep.